Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. So I got so the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us on your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time, but then it took a long fine eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the pen station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so charmed. I felt the sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, a killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl.
Body me LP, oh yeah, nah. My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a cocoa bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk, she must be from the planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger, we look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty. I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beauty. Beautiful girl. She's my model. She's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. What beautiful girl? Yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look.
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace several presents and gifts. Call me Santa Claus. I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and culture. I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world. Anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model. She's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing thigh.
reminiscing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Ola. My name is Ola. I'm coming to you live from my Empire Bro Studios. Welcome to Man of Prestige. Shout out to D-Love. D-Love, I see you. Latu, I see you. Nwaba. I want to make sure I get your name right until I get used to it. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. We do have a big show today. Do me a favor. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications as you're coming in. Shout out to my sponsors. We have Mofresh, Richie, Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Tima, Show Mama, Gores Corner, D-Love, of course, and Yes TV. Welcome. Thank you always for supporting the platform. You can sponsor this show today for as low as 99 cents with the little dollar sign inside of the rectangular box around the video. It will help you support. It will help me support, help me continue to do what I do here. Our goal this month, this leap year month of February, on the 29th, today is 29, we're ending the show today. We're ending this month today. Our goal was $318.76. And thanks to all of you, we were able to make it to $214.34. Thank you so much. And that's actually it's $223.27. That's up from $214 the last time. So thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody that also donate after the show. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, you can donate at any point in time during the course of the show, after the show, all of that. Okay, so like I said, hit the like button, share, subscribe. What we do here, we talk about life and relationships. We extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics. Okay, and we attack them from a standpoint of self-power, social seduction, attraction, emotional intelligence standpoint. And you can download our books for free. I want to say shout out to Auntie B for helping us promote the book a little bit today on her show at the Obodo Fam. Thank you so much, Auntie B. We have 5 books, as a matter of fact. We have, of course, the number 1 red flag, right? That one. And then we have another book on marriage. This is my wife and I's testimony. You can get the same book from the same platform, manofprestige.com. I have 2 books on real estate here. I have another book on digital marketing. Now, if you go to the, just so you know, starting on Tuesday the 19th, I'm going to do like an 11 days boot camp. It's absolutely free on my other YouTube platform where we cover real estate business and marketing. If you want a free 11 days boot camp on digital marketing, you have a business you're selling, you want to learn a new digital skill set, things like that, it's going to be a full-blown 11 days boot camp. Don't miss out. The link to you need to join the actual WhatsApp group. The link to that is also on our community page. You'll see there. Okay. All right. Welcome. Like I was saying, you can also send me an email if you need personal coaching, relationships, business, all that stuff. Okay. ask@manofprestige.com is how you reach out to me. Okay. And you can join the parties, the backstage parties at whatsapp.manofprestige.com. Also, we have some merch representing the Prestige family at merch.manofprestige.com. All right, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Not to welcome, we do have a fantastic show today. This is going to be an interesting show, okay? But I promise, as always, we're going to finish on time, okay? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. By the way, I'm also thinking about a series of masterclass that covers all the stages in a romantic relationship, okay? That you're not going to find anywhere else, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Today, we're going to talk about some weird things, okay? Most of you are going to find them weird. It doesn't mean they're wrong. It's just weird, okay? Some of the things I find them weird too, but let's have a conversation. Today we're going to talk about Ikechukwu. So today we're going to talk about, who else are we talking about today? We're also talking about the JAPA syndrome, of course. We're going to add to our JAPA series today. Anyway, welcome. Driving and listening, but I full grand. Welcome, Jared D. Love. I appreciate you always. All right, with that being said, I'll be back in about 20 seconds. Yeah, we have some show today. I'll be back.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. I'm gonna play this short video by Ikechukwu. I didn't know they called him Kills, but he said he also has another name, I guess rapper name as Kills. What do we have here? There you go. That one right there. There you go. So I'm gonna play this video, then we'll talk.
You get one day where I did London. When I still there inside, the marriage will not work.
Oh, your marriage is over.
Baba, stop and you Sabina, you also on phone like say. What did they do you? What did they do you?
Can I say it? Your ex called me one day out of the blues, you know?
Yeah.
And
don't sugarcoat. She said what?
I don't remember what happened, but she just went off on me. I don't know what comment I made, and I'm like, Ikechukwu, what's going on?
Mm-hmm. You know,
I don't know
sometimes
where she got my number from. So I just saw this random call.
No be me give am o.
Wife or something.
No be me give am o.
So how did she get it?
We go be maybe that our good friend Chini Love, the producer, will be a major part of the scattering of our wedding, our marriage.
What happened? Well, tell us.
That's another story for another day. But we stay with this movie story.
And we have just 5 more minutes because Instagram's gonna cut me off. So this is the
Are you
juice I want to
serious?
What happened between you and your wife?
Irreconcilable differences.
Who cheated on who?
Cheating of you will be problem. Cheating. Come on. I'm the number one guy that will tell you, instead of cheating on a relationship, scatter the relationship and go your single way and have what you want. Instead of being inside the relationship and cheating. Serious relationship. If you are playing around, then nobody is cheating on anybody because everybody is playing around. But if you're inside serious relationship, seriously, talk less of marriage. Chill now. I did try. So what
happened? What was this irreconcilable difference? Somebody juju, because now waiting to hear they scatter marriage.
There was too much gaslighting, too much looking for fault, too much listening to random people who don't know you. They tell you nonsense, you know, and then just a very, very, very messed up complex. A very, very messed up complex. Me, I no get time for, but when I'm in love, I be woman rapper. You self, you know that one.
I know.
When I'm in love, I be woman rapper. So sometimes the things where kills the surgery sharp to nod off. Ike, they ignore them. They give them benefits of the doubt. They create reason for why the things they justified to happen. And at one point, Ike just couldn't deal anymore. So Kills had to come in and protect him. And when Kills came to protect Ike, I guess Shorty realized how she had taken Ike for granted because she didn't like Kills. She didn't like Kills. Kills no they stand. Kills they tell people truth straight up. Ike they like to pamper or be conservative with his communication and stuff like that. But But trust me, I tried. You have no say I tried. You just won't make her talk like this. But I tried. I gave it every single thing that I could possibly
Whatever you
give.
told me in private,
Yes, sir.
unless you say it with your mouth in public, I can only prod you to say it. I cannot say it on your behalf.
Baba, the woman try and emasculate me. They were always making me feel like I wasn't enough. I wasn't good enough. Meanwhile,
Before you were.
You get one day where I did London. When I stood there inside, the marriage will not work.
All right. What are your thoughts about this? Okay, obviously we can't talk. We don't know much about a person's life off of just a few minutes of, we don't know much, right? There's only so much. What's going on, Mindra? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. We don't know much, right? Shout out to Marriott. Marriott says, I thought he had a big love story not long ago. Sucks for them. All right, and freeze pressures people to divulge information. It's uncomfortable to watch. These are public figures, but after all, we're going to extract these lessons by force, by fire. Waba says, is chaos is alter ego. Chaos. You call it chaos? He said it's kills. Right? That's the one. That's what I'm spelling on the KILLZ. Okay, so the alter ego is really kill. It's not chaos, kills. Yeah, you have to use American accent to pronounce it. Kills. Anyway, so you can see this topic. Ikechukwu kills and breakfast are like 5 and 6. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's bring everybody else into the room. Okay, hit the like button. Thank you. Now I do want to analyze this. I do want to nitpick the words that he just uttered. There's a lot of telltale signs in it that you might just want to pay attention to. It doesn't mean that was his life, but I'm just going to use him as a point of contact to your destiny, to your beautiful destiny, so that you don't recreate some of these stories when you could in fact change a few things. All right, so I'm going to play it all over again, then I'll nitpick his words. But before I do that, yes, he was married. It looks like I'm looking at, let me share some pictures with you guys. All right, so I'm actually looking at this on bellanigerweddings.com. This was posted June 25, 2021. So we're talking about less than 3 years ago. And you're going to keep seeing more and more stories like this, sadly, because people are coconutted. They would think they can use common sense to, they think they can use common sense. They would think they can use just because they're a good guy, a good girl. They think that's enough to sustain a collaboration in a romantic way with another human being for a lifetime. The reality that you're seeing is that it's not enough. I know over the past few days we've covered the Legion story and all of that. It has nothing to do with if you're a good person or not. Don't be smart. You're supposed to be a good person, though, right? Already. So there's no need to, we don't need to convince you to be a good person. It's either you're a good person or you're a bad person. That has nothing to do with what creates success in marriage. And you can see in his rhetoric, he said a few times, I tried. Sometimes your best is not enough. You might say it's the village people that are after you, but my conclusion for the most part is a matter of skill set. You don't have the skills. Okay? Skills, as in skills. SKILLZ, skills, right? So you can see they had a beautiful picture, as you can see here. She seems beautiful. She looks beautiful. I can't see in the glasses now, but she looks beautiful too, right? And you can see here it says we never get tired of celebrating love at Bella Niger, blah blah blah, right? Anyway, that was their wedding. I'm just going to show you the picture. Yeah, she seems beautiful. So they had a full-blown wedding. right? Just it seems like it was in 2021. Okay. Now this all looks beautiful while it's happening. All weddings are beautiful as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's just beautiful to see a wedding. But fortunately for us, that's when the work starts. Right? Now you have to figure out how to actually do marriage, not wedding. Wedding is a transition. It's a transition point. Right? There are 5 stages inside of which I'm going to do a whole teaching on later on. There's 5 stages. There's friendship, there's friendship, there's dating, there's relationship, there's courtship, and then there's marriage. Wedding is not one of the stages. Wedding is a point of transition from courtship into marriage, right? But we tend to spend the most time on a transition point, right? And there's nothing wrong with you. You're not abnormal if you've done that. It's not a mistake. Majority of us do that. The reality is that majority of us that say we do, I do, you don't know what you're doing while you're doing it. Okay? Once you've done, after you did inside the stage, and now you have to learn actually how to maintain that stage. And one of the keys to that is learning how to reference back to the 4 other stages before that when it's needed. There's gonna have multiple times, multiple phases in that marriage stage where you reference back to some of those stages that you think you've passed. One of the major issues with a lot of people is that they don't. They think we're in marriage now, so they think because they're a good guy inside of marriage, they deserve a partner that will just be God. And that's unrealistic expectations. That's a lot of the issues. Okay? That image is beautiful, right? I think I saw when he introduced her to us, they were definitely in love. Hey, yeah. I think he's trying to say she created the monster he became because he felt emasculated in the relationship. Yes. He alluded to the emasculation thing, right? And then he talked about the double persona, the Ikechukwu and then the kills. And then he brought that into the conversation. I wasn't sure what to do with that, because if you are telling us the story in the form of 2 personas, I hope that's not what you did inside of the marriage, because that would definitely create confusion, right? When you're talking about a vision, it must be aligned. One, why people stay in one, right? It's a massive, once you can figure it out, it's a massive force against the forces of evil. If you can't figure it out, the forces of evil will attack your marriage from every corner, and you will still be a good guy and a good girl. Okay? And you'll be right, and you can do shalaye all you want, but there's no evidence, and you might just end up shalaye tired. Mario said, I hope it's not money related. Emasculation is sometimes a code word for that. Yes, I went broke. And then she didn't respect me anymore, and then she started talking to me anyhow. Yeah, these are crises. Those are conflicts. It can be conflict, it can be crisis. And part of the skill set that they never teach us before we go into it. Some of us, we learn it in the corporate sector, but we don't. But the way it's applicable in romantic relationship is quite different. How to handle conflict, crisis. So if you're presented with that, it can be coded as emasculation. And really, the reality is that you got a problem and you're giving your problem away. And one of the biggest issues, one of the best ways to shoot yourself on the legs when it comes to marriage is to give your problem away. Don't give your problem away. What does that look like? You're pointing fingers. You're blaming everything else, everyone else but self. And the reality is that you don't have to blame anyone. You don't have to blame yourself either. Okay? Yep. Black Diamond said, can't take this guy seriously, I beg. Speaking in third person about himself, he should take several seats. Black Diamond, that was one of the first things I picked up. Right? Because that's classic. That's classic sign of the word that I don't want to use. When somebody speaks about themselves in third person, they're obviously trying to avoid some level of responsibility. Okay, they are sugar coating the actual story. Now, I don't expect him. It would be unrealistic of me to expect him to tell us the full truth and the whole truth on the Daddy Freeze platform when You know, in fact, the laugh that he was laughing, that laugh was kind of like, Baba, do you mean this laugh? Is this a laugh of pain, or what kind of laugh is this one? That laugh was fake, as far as I could see. Okay, but this young man is not exactly young. How old is Ikechukwu? I am curious. How old is Ikechukwu? Ikechukwu should be about our age, maybe slightly younger, 40, maybe slightly younger. Let me see if his age is anywhere on the internet. His real name is Ikechukwu Onunaku. But Ikechukwu goes way back. He went back to Nigeria around the same time that the Banky W's went back. So he's got to be at least 40 or right there, you know. So it's not a baby, you know, it's not a baby. But we also know 60-year-old men that don't know how to talk on the internet. They do exist, okay. All right, so yeah, speaking about himself in the third person is it's a telltale sign that at least that person did not have the skills, skillz, to stay inside of a marriage. They don't have the skills, and it has nothing to do, you know, part of the skills is not to be a good person. That's not a skill set, okay? That's not part of it. You're supposed to be a good person regardless. And I am not shocked. I'm not surprised that you feel like you're a good person and you tried everything. You're not wrong. It's just that it's not relevant. That's all. Okay. So it's another picture here. Another picture. They seem very happy. Well, you know, of course, they're getting married. Most people, I hope so, they're getting married on their wedding. They are happy, right? But they generally don't have an idea of what they're getting into. Okay, and they were dancing here, it looks like, but I'm not going to play the music because they're thirsty in that music industry. They'll slap our videos. All right, so let me see. They look happy here. Look at this, a beautiful picture. Oh man, how sweet would it be that these people are this beautiful and they actually know what to do to keep it together when crisis inevitably hits. Crisis will hit anything that's worthwhile in life. A nation, a marriage, a relationship, a business, right? An organization, an institution, anything that's worthwhile in life will be hit inevitably by crisis. It's just the way it works, okay? The question is that, are most people prepared for it? Of course not, okay? Of course not. They're never prepared for it. Let me see. Oh. All right, so that's a video of it here. Anyway, so let me leave that at that. Let me go back to this. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna go back to. Let's hear what I want to nitpick what he said. Okay, I want to take it one word at a time. Okay, so he was talking about something else. He chimed in on the conversation of let me see, there's another one here. Okay, maybe this one is actually better. It was talking about something. I was chiming in on the conversation of the industry, music, you know, everything that happened last week with the remedies, you know, Abdul Karim, Idris, and all those kind of guys, right? That's all it was chiming, and then he decided to tell on himself. Let's keep going. It just leading when I still there inside the marriage, we no work. Wait, what? Did you want to tell us something? Oh, sorry. Let me go back again. I'll do it again.
You get one day where I did London. When I still there inside the marriage, we no work.
He said it was one time he was in London when he was still inside of a marriage that did not work.
Oh, your marriage is over.
Baba.
And Daddy Free is like, let me pretend like I didn't know. Oh, your marriage is over.
I stop and you Sabina, you're also on phone like this.
What happened between you and your wife?
Irreconcilable differences.
Who cheated on who?
Cheat no will be problem. Cheating.
So he said irreconcilable differences. There's some part that's skip jumped here, but I'll see if I can get back to it. Let's keep going.
Baba, cheating. Come on. I'm the number one guy that will tell you, instead of cheating on a relationship, scatter the relationship and go your single way and have what you want.
So he's right about that. Most people think that it's cheating that ends the marriage. It is not. Most people don't even leave after they found out somebody cheated on them. Why? Not because of anything special. It's just, there's vested interest. It's not easy to just exit, right? Most people don't leave, okay? Not at least after the first time that they find out, right? So, and most people think cheating is like because they wrote it on paper. It's one of the easiest things to write on paper at the courthouse. Either infidelity, or they say financial stuff, or what's the third one that they always say? Irreconcilable differences, right? Those are the after effect. Okay, those are the things you remember at the courthouse when you are filling out the divorce paper. Okay, the things that actually cause, if you're skipping pride and unrealistic expectations, then you don't know what causes. Then that's probably that you're probably gonna fall for the same thing. Okay, for the same okido, right? Pride, unrealistic expectation, because when you have these things, you can't handle conflict. Okay, conflict will happen. Okay, when people cheat at that time, right, they cheated, right? But oftentimes people don't leave, not because of cheating. Okay, so but they might remember that because it's painful, and they'll write that down in the courts, and everybody's walking around town and talking about that's the cause of infidelity. Even we have attorney lawyers saying this, and it's just not true. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that are usually never talked about before. Like for example, let's say there's a financial crisis going on. How you handle that? If you don't have the skills to handle that, you're gonna come back and tell us that somebody emasculated you. It's just what it is. Ice, welcome.
Instead of being inside a relationship and cheating, serious relationship. If you are playing around, then okay, then nobody is cheating on anybody because everybody is playing around. But if you're inside serious relationship, seriously, talk less of marriage, chill now. I did try.
So
We
what happened? What was this irreconcilable difference? Somebody juju, because now waiting they get this scatter marriage.
There was too much gaslighting, too much looking.
What is too much gaslighting? What the hell is that? Now I get it, it's the internet. You didn't want to tell us the detail, but what is that? Right? Anyone can accuse anybody of gaslighting. Just because you said something I don't like, I can easily look at you and say you're gaslighting me. Okay? That's a cue for self-awareness for you if you tend to use that word, gaslighting. Okay? Did somebody say something that triggered you and then you go for they gaslight you? Well, inside of marriage, you're going to need to come up with a little bit more than just you're being gaslit. Okay?
For fault.
What is looking for fault? Somebody's looking for fault. If somebody is accusing you of something that you have fault, right? They're going to point out the fault. If you're not ready to receive that, you're going to say they're always looking for fault. I have felt that way before. I know the feeling, right? But if you don't know how to get past this, yes, your marriage will end. If all you have, if the only solution you have for when you feel like somebody is just looking for fault is to call it out, your marriage will precisely end, literally. Let's keep going.
Too much listening to random people we don't know you.
If you have a tendency to blame external factor, like the rain, sunshine, snow, the family, her sisters, her brother, that person that's inside of our ears, that sister-in-law that's always teaching your husband on how to treat you. If you have a tendency to point fingers at this thing inside of your own marriage, you will help the marriage end faster than it needs to, even if ever it needs to end, okay? Because the reality is that there are influences, they're inevitable, there will continue to be influences, and you're going to also have your own feelings that are usually inaccurate, right? You're going to find enough reasons, enough things around to point fingers at, and then that will take a lot of energy away from actually working on your marriage. Yes, there's an extremely high chance that your marriage will end.
Tell you nonsense,
They tell you nonsense. Her sisters talk to her. Her friends talk to her. When she comes home, who are you been hanging out? These people are teaching you. If this is where all your attention is going, you're going to push your spouse. They're going to feel more comfortable. Remember, it's about feelings, right? they're going to feel more comfortable. They feel safer with those people they will run, as opposed to them feeling safe and secure with you, right? And yes, that would dramatically increase the chances that your marriage will end.
And then,
yes, dramatically increase the chances that your marriage will end. If this is a reality, let's say you truly feel like somebody is teaching your spouse, your first step is to pretend like they don't exist. They do exist, but your first step is to actually temporarily pretend like these people don't exist. Look at your spouse as a full-blown adult. They're making their own decision, and learn how to deal with your problem. Okay, if you give your problem away to all those external people, yeah, and yes, they indirectly have the power to destroy your marriage, not necessarily directly as you might be seeing it, like they don't want your marriage to never work. This way, Loriro, you don't have the skills. So what do? You look for anything that smell like anything you can blame. You blame it. If you didn't have those friends, you will blame his mother or her mother or something external. You blame it. The reality is that you don't have to employ blame at all. Okay? If you just look at your marriage as what it is, something is bad. Something is not working. Let's learn the skills. Okay? If it was so simple, if it was easy, right? Every time your spouse brings you a basketballs, right? I'm not asking you to turn the other cheek. That's not what I'm telling you to do. That doesn't work either. Okay? What I'm telling you is that please don't give the problem away. Don't give it away to people that are just influences, okay? At most, they're influences. That's the most they can be. Most likely, you're just being salty and you're not paying attention to the fact that these are your problems, okay?
Just a very, very, very messed up complex. A very, very messed up complex. Me, I no get time for madness, but when I'm in love, I be woman rapper. You said,
what is woman rapper? Does that mean you're a simp? Does that mean you just turn the other chick every time? Is that what that means? You just extra nice? Is that what that means when you're in love? Okay, let's keep going.
You know that one.
You could tell me. I don't know what woman rapper is. I have an idea, but I'm not sure. Tell me what woman rapper is in pidgin English.
I know.
When I'm in love, I be woman rapper. But trust me, I tried. You said no, say I tried.
Does that mean he's a lover boy when you're in love? Is that what that means?
Just won't make I talk like this, but I tried. I gave it every single thing that I could possibly
Whatever
give.
you told me.
Bye-bye.
So he gave it. He's absolutely right about that. He gave it all he had, which so far sounds like there was no skill set involved. They were just in love. They looked like they're in love. They got married. They didn't know what they were doing. Like the rest of us. We say I do, but we don't know what we're doing, right? But then when it was time to engage, okay, I'm confused. It's time to learn something new. They call it gaslight, emasculation, anything fancy. A narcissist, any kind of, textbook terminology or something, they'll pull something out, okay? And there's more than enough of them. You just blame it. It's just because you say, and then at the end of the day, you don't collect breakfast. And now you have extra trauma that you have to deal with as you move into future relationship. And if you're hurt, it's almost impossible that you will admit that you played a part in it. Yeah, that accountability thing will say, it's very difficult. Let's not even front.
The woman tried to emasculate me, die, man.
The woman tried to emasculate me, die, man. Okay, now, can you feel emasculated? Yes. Are you being emasculated? I guess you can say that. Do you feel less than a man because of the crisis that you're facing in your relationship? Yes. Okay. Now, is that an excuse? No. Ignorance is not an excuse. You can, in fact, feel emasculated precisely because of your lack of skills.
Emasculates me, die. It will always making me feel like I wasn't enough. I wasn't good enough. You get what?
So when somebody is complaining about certain behaviors, even if it's their own fault, right, you will feel like you're not enough. Insecurity will creep in, and you have to fight it with everything you have. If you fight it with your emotions, it's not going to work. If you fight it with emotional intelligence, you have a great chance. Do you fall out of the skies with emotional intelligence? No, You have to learn it. Okay. You have to learn it. All right. You're gonna have to learn it.
Day where I did London, when I still there inside, the marriage will not work.
All right. So let me see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything there, because
You get one day where I did London, when I still there inside, the marriage will not work.
Oh, your marriage is over.
Baba, stop and you Sabine, I also on phone like this. What did they do you? What did they do you?
Can I say it? Your
Yes.
ex called me one day out of the blues, you know?
Yeah.
And
all right. So let's leave that alone. I think let me see here. Yeah, let's leave that alone right there. I just love their picture, man. I always crave for this type of beautiful weddings to really last. When the amount of work you put into the wedding, emotional work, I'm not talking about the finances, I'm not talking about any of that kind of stuff. The amount of emotional work you put in, like, you see how you want that wedding to really be a beautiful day. You need to put 10,000 times that kind of work into the marriage. And it's not something you're going to learn in one day. It's an ongoing thing for the rest of your life. It just gets easier, that's all. It becomes second nature eventually. You are able to handle crisis a lot better over time. And then everybody say, hey, go couple goals. But they have no idea how much work that goes into this towards the beginning. The closer to the beginning of when you realize this you are, the harder the work is going to be. The closer into the future, from the point that you decide that this is worthwhile, I'm going to put everything in it from an emotional intelligence standpoint and learn how this works, the more you put into that, right? The more you go into the future, the easier it gets. So it's going to almost feel effortless, okay? But you're not going to fall into that space because you read one book one time, one day. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, okay? Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Okay, but it makes sense. If anything is worthwhile, you should expect that there will be some kind of work involved because it's highly rewarding. Okay, let me read some of my chats. As I say, I think people like this, because of their life before expectations is high from him, sadly nothing. Yeah. After joining the Prestige family, Natu says, after joining the Prestige family, I don't believe anyone can ruin my marriage except me and my partner. Give them the opportunity to. Yes, exactly. Except you or your partner gives them the opportunity to. Actually, that and that or, I'm confused. I actually think it takes both of you to give them, like if it's only one person that's giving them the chance to ruin it, there's still a very low chance. It's very difficult because you might get drained eventually. But if both of you are locked in, it's impossible. It's literally impossible outside of just life and death for anything to end your marriage. Okay, if you say nobody go enter your house, nobody go enter. Yep, if you open a crack in the wall, the devil is coming right through it. Sometimes the devil will be in the form of your mother, his mother, or her mother, or your children. Oh yeah, you have no idea. The devil uses the blind spot. He does not use the obvious. It's not going to fly out of the skies in black garment. No, he's not going to use a side chick. That's obvious. That's the one that everybody's paying attention to. He's going to use a blind spot. Okay, in fact, your husband might be a Christian, as in like die-hard Christian church boy. So obviously the devil might not be able to use side chick for him. He will use something else. Okay, in fact, sometimes you might just be inside the marriage, you never enjoy it. How about that one? Daddy Freeze, I'm above Niger. Jesus Christ, that one, his own trauma is idolizing watches and car. That one worship money like na poverty car. Jesus Christ, ice. Hey, easy. Sad though, not a fan. Yeah. Nobody ever own up to divorce or separation. They never take accountability. No, it's very hard to do because your brain, the way the brain works, you just remember the pain, and the pain literally justifies you, and you feel like if it's not that other person's fault, it's their family, it's their other person's, Relationship is between two people and not everybody. Yeah, if the influence is going to happen, You can't say, and their friend who is taking nonsense. The moment you say that, you're telling on yourself. That means you put a lot of attention into external factors. And you probably didn't really know where she's coming from, and she probably just gave in. And she probably had the same issues. No skills, no skill set whatsoever. You know. But I'm going to leave it at that. We got a couple more stories. Let me know what your thoughts are about the Ikechukwu. And yes, I did nitpick his words. I don't know. Somebody's going to come in the chat later on and say, oh, you don't know this. Why are you judging them? If you come back and you say something like that, let me tell you right now ahead of time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Your daddy.
Go and watch the whole video before you leave a comment for me. All right. Thank you. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you are notified before every time we go live, every time we drop a new video. I'll be back in 20 seconds.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Welcome back. Let's talk about this brother here. This one, I need your opinion. Majority of you are in the Obodo Yibo, so I need your opinion on this. It doesn't matter to you if you're in Nigeria. I would like to hear if this has created some level of fear for you. I want to know. This guy is saying JAPA. No, he said struggle in America is unbearable. Something like that. He's saying something like that. Let me see what he's saying. I'll play the video. We'll come back. Hey, by the way, shout out to McCrum. What's his name? I always have a hard time pronouncing this guy. Mux on Crown BTV. I don't know why I wanted to pronounce it that way, but I'm getting this clip from his video.
There is no life in America. There is no life. We are not living here. We are just existing.
He said there's no life in America. We are just existing.
How can a normal human being work from Monday to Monday?
How can a normal human being work from Monday to Monday as opposed to what? Being in church from Monday to Monday. Let's continue.
To pay bills.
Just to pay bills. Eh? Who go pay the bills?
And some people even have like 2 to 3 jobs just to pay bills.
Some people have 2 to 3 jobs just to pay bills.
We don't sleep here in America. We only nap.
You only nap in America. We don't sleep. All right. I do sleep personally, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a privileged type of somebody. Let's keep going.
I remember the last time I slept 8 hours straight.
Oh, it's personal. He cannot remember. He finally told us. He's telling on himself. He can't remember the last time he slept. So at least the least he can do is show us a couple of people in the room. Is everybody else in your room feeling the same way, bros? Let's keep going.
Like I really nap. I can't remember the last time I slept 8 hours straight. No.
He said, I can't remember the last time I slept 8 hours straight. First of all, you don't really need 8 hours sleep, by the way. You only need 3 to 4 hours sleep. Good one, deep sleep, okay? A good one where you're resting, nothing to bother you. You only need 3 to 4 hours, okay? If you sleep 6 to 8 hours, that's fantastic if you can, okay? But something has told us a lie. It's both sleep and food. Something told us a lie. I don't believe that you need to eat 3-course meal a day. I don't personally believe that. I think you do need to eat at some point. I think you need to eat when you're hungry, okay? I think you also tend to eat just because you're not satisfied. I'm guilty as charged. I eat because I'm not satisfied, not necessarily because I'm hungry, okay? And it's bad habits that I'm trying to work on, okay? The same thing, we kind of treat sleep the same way, okay? You should sleep, particularly to get rest, a deep rest. It's not about the number of hours. It's about the quality of your sleep, okay? The way we are saying 6-8 hours these days is like they say, there are people that sleep 8 hours that didn't get quality sleep. How about that part, right? But that's another story for another day. I'm sure a medical person is going to come and tell me like, no, you need 6. Good. You need quality of sleep. That's what you need, okay? Now, if it's too short, it's no good either, right? If it's consistently 2 to 3 hours that you sleep per day, right? And your body start to crumble and you feel like your body is doing something to you, there's a good chance that it's past your mind, okay? Your mind, something told you that you need, like your mind is playing tricks on you, right? But if you know that what you really need is quality rest, particularly quality rests, okay, then maybe you won't hold this, to yourself so badly. But he's not talking about any of that. He's talking about how much struggle day for Yankee, the fact that you have to work three jobs in order to pay your bills. Do you have to work 3 jobs to pay your bills? You feel the same way? Listen, I may just be disconnected from reality. Teach me, I beg.
2 hours, 3 hours, at most 5 hours. There's no life here.
There's no life here, he said.
You don't even have time to sit down and eat as a normal human being.
You don't have time to sit down and eat like a normal human being.
No, you don't have that luxury time.
You don't have that luxury.
You go to drive-through, order your food, drive, pick your food, bring your food in your car, and
oh, that's the problem. You've been spending your money on fast food. That's one of the problems right there. Why are you spending your money on fast food? Okay, me personally, I indulge if I'm outside, which I'm not outside a lot. Okay, if I'm outside, I indulge in number 7. If you don't know what number 7 here is, number 7 of McDonald's, my favorite personally. I don't know why. 2 cheeseburger, fries, a Diet Coke. It's like drug. Okay, but I don't go if I'm not outside, which I'm not outside a lot. But if I get outside, man, and I'm driving, yeah, especially if I'm alone. Bad habits. But imagine if that's what the way you just said, it seems like you're spending a lot of money on that. Drive-through Bitibawo, why? That's fast food. That's a lot of money. Have you done the math per year? How much you're spending on that? Yes, number 7. McDonald's. May God forgive me.
Eat while you drive to work. Is that a life?
No, it's not. It's not a life. You're absolutely correct. But you're talking about yourself, though.
There is no life here.
No, there is life here. But for you, based on what you have described so far, there's no life. You're absolutely correct. But that's just you and a couple of other people, I'm sure, that can relate with you. A couple.
We are not living. We are just living like AI. We are normal human beings, for God's sake.
We are living like AI. Hey.
The funny part of it is that this life never ends.
No, this thing will end if you don't take care of yourself. This life will end prematurely if you don't take care of yourself. If you don't stop eating fast food, if you don't get rid of those 2 other jobs, you're on those 2 other jobs because you're biting more than you can chew. If you don't do what you have to do so you can have a quality life, work-life balance, which doesn't mean what most people think, but as in like, if you don't do that, yes, it will end. It will end prematurely. Or your life will suck the way you're describing it, bros. And at the end of the day, nobody sends you. Not even your children. I know you got a family, you got ambitions. Baba, let me tell you something. Maybe we're preaching the same message, right? Life is not that deep. Oh. Take it slow, gingerly. Either you are here or you're in Nigeria. If you were in Nigeria, you were saying this, I would say, it's tough because of the environment. But you're in Yankee and you're complaining. Let's just pray that God will not slap you.
Sorry.
All right, because like millions of people right now, if they can JAPA, they will do exactly that. They say, let me go on. That life will suck. I want part of it too.
The end. No matter how you self, no. You don't beat the system.
You don't beat the system.
There is no life here.
You can absolutely beat the system. You just have to choose to beat the system.
There is no life. Out of 300
Baba said there's no life.
of the year, you only have 14 days for yourself to go to vacation.
He said you
I know what some
only
people
have
do when they go vacation.
you only have 14 days for yourself to go for vacation. That's not true for all of us. Okay, that's not true for all of us. Okay, that's not true for all of us. Okay, then it's also not true if you actually do what you love. Okay, it's absolutely not true if you're doing what you love. Now, it can be true if you're in the middle of a stepping stone, if you're in the middle of a means to an end. Maybe you're driving Uber, like a lot of the examples that people gave about this. You're driving Uber, you're working, you're cleaning yash, you're cleaning whatever. You're cleaning bo. That should be a means to an end. If it's not a means to an end, then send me a message at ask@menofprestige.com, because there are absolutely options. There are options. It's just completely up to you.
They wear different clothes, go to different backgrounds, take pictures, and when they come back every week, they dish out these pictures. And you back home, you think, oh, this person is living. Look at where he's taking pictures. Wait. Different clothes, go to different backgrounds, take pictures. You only have 14 days for yourself to go to vacation. I know what some people do when they go vacation.
If you're starting a new career, yes, they're only going to give you 2 weeks vacation. That should be more than enough if it's a new job. Why are you chasing? Where are you going to? You just started the job. Why is 2 weeks not enough? If you get into the next year, eventually you will have enough vacation, or you will have enough political power at that job to say, I need to take some time off. What about all the sick days off? Well, maybe you are jumping from, maybe you have no vision with your life. Shout out to Pastor Bolaji. I saw a clip earlier on. Maybe you have no vision. Maybe you're jumping from one thing to another. I've been there. I've been guilty. Okay. If you're doing that, yes, you'll be spread out way too thin, and you will end up on TikTok complaining. I beg.
They wear different clothes, go to different backgrounds, take pictures, and when they
that sound like people in Nigeria that goes to city of Atlantic Ocean. I mean, what's the name of that city? The new Eco Atlantic, to go and take picture. That doesn't sound like people here. Not the average person. You see how easy it is to generalize on the internet? You see how easy it is for you to jump on it too?
Come back every week, they dish out these pictures. And you back home, you think, oh, this person is living. Look at where he's taking picture. Look at him.
They're back home, they're saying, Baba, leave that thing. We want to come there too. We want to be in Yankee too. Stop the cap, Baba.
But it's all fake life. Life in America is like occultic life. Nobody ever say it.
Now, there's a lot of truth to what he's saying, which is why it went viral. Let's not cap, okay? All right. But overall, please, he needs to speak for himself and all the people in his circle and all the people that relate with him. Okay. Some of us we don't have to do that. Not because we're special. It's because we chose not. We know we choose to realize that it doesn't have to be that way, and we chose not to do that.
It's like a secret court. You don't talk what you see. Baba, you don't come. You know they talk. You don't explain it. You don't even tell people. You have to keep lying, living fake life. But within you, really and truly, you are not living. You are only existing. Here's
all right, this is Max on Brown TV. Shout out to him for the video. But this Baba right here, let me come to the chat, because I see you guys going in heavy. Let me see. Okay, all right. Now to say, now you won't work Monday to Monday, Abby. Exactly. Pick your lifestyle and do the work that fits. Yeah, do what you love. If you can't do what you love yet, yes, you will have to go through a stepping stone, a means to an end. You might have to clean yash, you might have to drive Uber, but if you have a plan, you have a vision, that's temporary, right? So you can't generalize, right? Omo asleep, let me hear what. We sleep just fine. One said we sleep just fine. Kate said I did sleep. Oh, welcome, Kato. I'll be working 11 days in a row coming next Monday. I choose this lifestyle. Exactly. Sometimes you work, for example, I have the boot camp coming up. For those of you that may need digital skills, I'll be doing a boot camp 11 days starting on Tuesday, hands-on boot camp on my other platform. But if you want more information about that, it's in the community page. If you remember, I'll post it into our WhatsApp group. Okay. If you need some kind of digital skills, what you're doing right now is a means to an end. Okay, so it's all temporary. It depends on, again, you need to have a plan and a vision. So I'm going to do that 11 days straight. It's work, but I enjoy doing it. So it's actually not exactly work. But like, for example, what I'm doing right now, some people want to call it work because it's a business, but it's not work because I love doing this, right? So it's not exactly work. I do is, even recently, until recently, I started doing just 4 days a week, live stream, right? I can do this for 7 days in a week until I'm exhausted, and I'm happy I chose that, right? When I'm exhausted, I go and rest. You've seen that happen here before, right? So you do that 11 days, and you might have a couple of days of maybe 3, 4, 5 days off, right? And then it's not always like that. You choose that lifestyle, like you said, and there's always a way around it. It's just a matter of having a plan. It's how you eat, when it's eating fast food, drive-through. Talking about drive-through, I eat drive-through, but that's like once every other week at most. He will say because he doesn't have time to cook. That's again personal problem. If you don't get Pali, you need 3 jobs. Now, if you don't get Pali, again, hopefully it's a temporary situation. You should be talking to people. Like, for example, here in New Jersey, we have an organization that actually help people through that kind of situation, right? So you can actually have a plan, because a lot of people are just winging things along and they don't know what they're doing. You need to have a plan if you don't have Pali. What is he chasing, or what is chasing him? Exactly. Chinye says he needs to reevaluate things. That's it. Because many of us might have been in this place before. That's why I said there's a level, in fact, significant level of truth to what he's saying. Okay? But overall, he chose that life, and he can absolutely have a plan to get out of it. I beg, no put fear for other people, body Ogbeni. AI, yeah. By looking for ways he can improve himself so that he can work less hours and make more money. So I'll tell you right now, the more digital your skills are, the better. The less hours you have to actually work in actual work time. You might even be on the clock, but it's a bunch of downtime. How's that one for you? Okay, but the less digital skills you have, obviously the more excruciating your type of work will be. Okay. Black tax is probably part of his issue. Black tax is a real issue. He's generalizing in the words of MOP. Kemi, welcome. In as much as I'm really busy, me, I get life. Oh, you better have life. You're not going to be a part of a prestige family or not have a life. Can it make sense? I understand that life can be tough here, but you can upgrade and live better. Yep, have a plan. Have a plan. It can be temporarily that way, but have a plan. He needs a lifestyle change. Otherwise, he can go to Nigeria and live in near hyperinflation. Exactly, Marriott. That's a good suggestion, right? For him in particular. But he should stay off the internet and stop advising people. Funny though. I have 30 days of vacation. There you have it. Yep. And I see there you're saying you're a registered nurse. I could see that already. Of course. Hello, Mr. Ola said I have unlimited PTO. Literally. Like literally. There's nothing I do that I cannot take time off. Okay. And I have quite a few jobs. Okay. They're all aligned. It's not, what you think. But no, it's not. I can take any time I want off. But did I get here overnight? No. That's the point. Have a plan. Vacation is a priority. You gotta make it a priority. Maybe you should start trading stocks because I don't like this for him. Wala. Hold on. Where are my sound effects? I shouldn't be doing this by myself. I have people to help me.
Wala, Nigeria.
All right, so stock markets too, if you don't know what you're doing, you will lose the rest of your money that you spent left after the fast food money. This guy is rattling himself out. Yep, he was telling on himself. This rant is to go viral. He's earning YouTube money with this narrative. I bet he is. I hope so. At least I hope so, right? JAPA was not meant for this guy. Otherwise, he really needs to adjust his mindset and adapt. What I pay attention to when it comes to if they are lying is the fact that there's enough. I don't even worry if he's making money. What matters is that there's enough people that can relate with him. And that's a problem, right? So even if he's lying to people, the fact that it's actually hitting a nerve, we need to talk about it. And that's what we should pay attention to. Occultic core. He doesn't have the range for this topic. maybe he's fresh. Maybe he just want to do TikTok and make some little money. Maybe he just came fresh off the boat. Who knows, right? But he's wrong, okay? You are giving excuses. Just pay your black tax. Leave us alone. Lobaton. Wala. MOP registered nurses wash nyashis too, right? With pride, making good money doing it. I'm one of them, right? They, if you are doing it in Yankee, even the way they say wash nyash, sometimes when I hear on Daddy Freeze and step wash nyash, I'm like, what are you talking about, right? Wash nyash is different from wash nyash. Say medical doctor too, right? They see nyash with heat and stuff, right? You know that, right? They see all type of stuff. It's dirty, but they strap up, they do what they have to do, and at the end of the procedure, they make $18,000. You never hear them before? Smoke small. Okay, that could make sense. Give us some context. Wash nyash is not always a bad thing. Okay. There's levels. All right, thank you so much. There's nothing wrong with washing nyash. Yeah. So is this struggle in America is unbearable? Baba is complaining, so we can't argue with him too much. Okay, so we can give him a certificate.
You're right.
But we can't relate. Okay, we can't relate. Some of us can't relate. I'm sure many people can relate. Probably majority can relate, but hey, let the small percentage teach you what you need to do. Have a plan, okay? Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you can get notified whenever we go live. Excuse me. All right, and I'll be back in 20 seconds.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. Married woman caught in emotional struggle and did the unthinkable. Chai. How many of you guys follow the Hardly Initiated podcast? Put one in the chat if you know what the Hardly Initiated podcast is, and put a 2 if you don't know who they are. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't know. If you know who the Hardly Initiated podcast are, and put a 2 in the chat if you don't know. Chiye says 1. 2 say Nwaba. You're missing out. I don't mind. I'll promote them. Go check them out. Hardly Initiated. They have some of these conversations up there, and they're absolutely blowing up. They're going viral. I'm happy for those 2 young men. They have a history. Okay, all right. So it's good to see this kind of conversation on the internet. Check them out. If you come to today, we'll post the link in the WhatsApp group. If you come there, we'll post it. But if you search for Hardly Initiated, you will see them there. I'm going to give them credit while we're playing some of this video. But let's talk about this topic. Married woman caught in emotional struggle and did the unthinkable. Now, if you're looking at the thumbnail, it says fragile love. Is it fragile love or agile love? That's the question today. Agile love or fragile love? That's the question in this topic. I want us to have this conversation because the reality is that you do live in a progressive society. In fact, I don't want to promote these people, but it's out there. You guys are adults, hopefully. Okay. They have something they call the Progressive Love Academy. Go figure. A Progressive Love Academy. Wait, Mwamba says they don't know. Kate doesn't know. I need to go sleep. What's the time difference between us, MOP? MOP, where are you? Are you in the UK? Kate, are you in the UK? We are 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. We have another hour to go. A little bit less than an hour. But let me play this video. Let's get into it. Let's get into the debate.
Or with Carl and Kenya. So I know you guys were married for 12 years. Then you opened up to this new relationship structure. So how did that initiate? Like, what was some of the first thoughts that kind of got things rolling? You know, was there some frustrations that was being caused by the former relationship structure that you had? So kind of how did it kick off? Where was the influence coming from in terms of now transitioning to a polyamorous relationship?
Now, that's a fantastic question. Okay, that is a fantastic question. But what are they talking about? What is this lifestyle that they live? Let's go back. I'm going to go back. Then I'll come back to the 40-minute mark. It's very important that I go back so you can hear some things first, right?
Here are, in my opinion, three of the worst ways to invest.
28 years.
All right. So they've been together for 28 years, something like that. Let's play this. Let's give some little backstory to it, and then we'll talk about how they got here in the first place.
28 years. That is incredible.
28 years. And so, okay, so y'all have been married together for 28 years. And help me out here with this as well. When it comes to 28 years of marriage.
No way. Wow.
Give us the backstory on how you guys met.
We actually met on a blind date. And it was kind of funny because
they met on a blind date.
I know you want to fill in the blanks here, but I have a friend who I was in graduate school with, and he lived in the same building as Kenya. Okay, and so he was a good friend of mine, and his girlfriend lived in the same building.
Yeah,
and he actually bumped into Kenya and tried to talk to her. And Kenya was like, wait a minute, I know your girlfriend.
Now, they were both in business school at Howard University. I was an undergrad at Howard, and they were in the graduate school. So you know how they come for the undergrads. And he was coming for me, and I said, wait a minute, I know you have a girlfriend because she lives right down the hall from me. And he said, oh, no, I'm introducing you to Carl. That's it, Carl. And I said, yeah. We went on a blind date, and I knew when I saw this man and when I heard him speak and when I found out what he was about, I knew he was my husband. Day number one, we got engaged within the first 8 weeks, and we've been together ever since.
No.
All right, for 28 years. Now, Marriott says body language. Marriott, let me ask you, did you see the show already? The body language is part of what I'm paying attention to here as well. What about the body language? What can you tell us, Marriott? Tell me something that you don't. Tell me something about the body language. What is it about the body language? Okay. Oh, you haven't seen the show. Okay. So, but what is it about this body language that you're seeing, right? Tell me. I want to see if it aligns with my thoughts. Okay, because that's one of the things that's the point of contention for me in this. But let's continue. They've been together for 28 years, right? Let's see if we can get a little bit more.
Wait,
y'all got engaged in 8 weeks?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Now let me ask this.
Wow.
Now, people get engaged in 8 weeks, but people that get engaged in just 8 weeks, they tend to be special, They tend to be special. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Were you guys monogamous when you guys first started your relationship and it unfolded?
Yes. We were monogamous for the first 12 years. So I heard
So they were monogamous for 12 years. Now, let's get back to the story that we want to cover. All right. Now, they had some pastor and his wife that were supposed to be debating with them. And I thought it was just like they're speaking two different languages. It's not a fair debate. It's not a debate. Okay, this is basically an evangelism. Okay, it ended up being an evangelism. But let me see what Mario says. I thought it was closed off. I think so too. And that's the funny thing about our body language. It tells on us. Okay, even people that are not body language experts, they can pick up something about the energy. They might not be able to put their fingers on it, but they're like, I smell something. So I'm absolutely with you already. If he was closed off, but she was hanging on to him. It looks like she was trying to make him feel comfortable. It's looking like Derek Jackson and Denier Jackson all over again to me. Blink, brother, if you need some help. Blink if you're held hostage. That's what it's telling me, you know. But it was a performance for us. She said, maybe I'm off. Well, I feel the same. Maybe we're off. I feel the same way, you know. Yeah. So yeah, they talk about relationships for the most part, but they bring all kind of stuff up. Christian, everything relationship, right? It's called the hardly initiated. Let's keep going here. So we're back to what we want to talk about today. So now what's happening is that they do have, let me see. I was on 13, right? Let me see if we can hear something crazy. We covered this. Let's go to 18. Anytime I see their face, I'll play it.
And, you know, we do other things together as well. It could be business or supporting each other or, you know, doing family things as well.
And I have several partners myself. I have 2 husbands.
What? She has several partners herself. Let's go back. Okay, she's still hanging on to him.
I have my second wife. Her name.
Wait. Let's go back. All right. So, because this part I wasn't paying too much attention, so let's watch it together.
In terms of how you want to relate.
That makes sense.
So, just curious here, so we can also get a bit more detail into your personal relationship. How many partners do each one of you guys have, with you, Carl, on your end, as well as you as well, Kenya?
Yeah, for me, I have, you know, Kenya as my wife for 28 years. I have my second wife. Her name is Karina Neri, and we've been together. It'll be 3 years coming up in May. And then I also have other who I consider partners or girlfriends.
He has a first wife, the person you're looking at, a second wife, and then he has partners or girlfriends
who, you know, I've been dating some for, like I said, 10, maybe 15 years.
He's been dating some of them for 10 or 15 years, okay?
Others are a bit newer. So, you know, Kenya and Karina are my primary, what I call wives, which means that we've committed to be together for the rest of our lives. And, you know, we do other things together as well. It could be business or supporting each other or, you know, doing.
Wait.
I never expected it.
No, wait. You're not ready for this.
He shock you.
She said, ha. He said, you ready for this? Was not expecting that. Sharing juices all over the place. Controlled environment, just partners. She's all aware of it, right? Isn't that what we need? Nasty as hell. Jesus. Beg me to close my mouth. Wait, let's continue. Wait.
Family things as well.
And I have several partners myself. I have 2 husbands that live with me and 2 husbands that live in other cities. So that's 4 husbands. Then I have several boyfriends and friends. Those are different rankings. So friend, boyfriend, husband, for me, are all different rankings.
Incredible.
Listen, first of all, I know the women like, I can't get one husband. You got 4 husbands?
Wow.
Yeah.
Kenya. Oh my.
Yeah.
So you know what?
And just to confirm, everybody that's involved with you guys, they're aware of the main relationship and also kind of what their current status is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's one reason we like being polyamorous so much and teaching it in our communities, because it's a way to become honest, open, authentic in your relationship.
Wait. Okay, so what we're learning is that it's not enough for them to practice it. They must teach other people.
Not be juju be that.
They have to teach other people. These people must teach other people. No. This has nothing to do with occurring. Let me ask you a question. Who do you think, if you watch the show, don't say anything yet. Who do you think initiated this amongst the 2 of them? Who do you think initiated this amongst the 2 of them? I know how you feel. It's okay. We're getting to it. Small, okay? Well, we're getting to it. Small, okay? And there's some lessons around this that I want to share with you today. There's some lessons that we're going to cover. Who do you think? I'll wait for you. Let me keep playing.
Instead of like sneaking, hiding, lying, you know.
The excuse, instead of sneaking and hiding and lying, I just do it openly.
Like so many do, even pastors or, you know, people who are just in general, 66% of those married today are involved in adulterous affairs. And we think it's ripping our community apart.
Oh, she thinks this is ripping our community apart. Ha! No. We don't know yet. Who initiated this? You know how I say we both came together and we gave each other breakfast. Shout out to Ikechukwu. Yeah, right. Who served the breakfast?
Stop the cap.
All right. Usually this kind of issue starts with a breakfast. What did Brabe say? Brabe say MOP. That shit is from the woman. The woman is in control. Wala. Wait. Hold on. Let me listen. You guys are already going in the chat already. I refer to this particular. However, Hardly Initiated Podcast is a really great podcast that has all kinds of topics. Yes. She's the freak that started all of this shenanigan. Why are you telling now? Ha! I didn't say she's right. But let's keep going. A whole mess. Shake my head. Hear them out small, okay? Hear them out before you they have a whole academy. Let me show you. They have a whole academy. These people are not playing. They're going to, in fact, maybe I'm helping them now, who knows? Maybe I'm actually helping them right now, who knows? Maybe I'm promoting them, but I think it's a bit too late. Don't judge me, okay? I find it fascinating. I'll be sharing some lessons today. Instead of hiding or pretending like this doesn't exist, let me just tell you it exists, and there are people who are determined to teach it with their full chests, okay? With their full chest. I'm letting you know right now. Look, Progressive Love Academy, okay? Facing the second husband, backing the first husband, empowered, centered, authentic, featured everywhere. They've gone viral already. I don't know if this is just fake, but sometimes people put fake logos on their website, but they are on Hardly Initiated, and that's a heavy exposure already, right? And she's the founder. Wait, what? She's the founder.
Oh my days.
We're getting there small. We're getting there small. I didn't answer the question. Who started this? This is not gender war, okay? Who started this, okay? But there's something you should learn about why there's a blessing. It's a blessing that we have men. It's a blessing that we have women, okay? And there's some things that we need men for in our society. There's some things we need women for in our society. We need men to put structure, safety, security in our society. We need women to paint such a beautiful picture of life, right? They paint it looks beautiful, right? And then you have polarity. You have something that can last a long time. But when you allow one side to take over, she said, nice to meet you. That's what she said. Nice to meet you. My name is Kenya K. Stevens. I'm a relationship expert, love coach, best-selling author, wife, and two powerful men. Let me warn you, there's a lot of people that are embracing this. Okay? I just think they're embracing it for the wrong reasons. They're going to give us their own reasons in a second, and I'm going to point it out, right? I think they're embracing it for the wrong reasons, but to each its own. Okay, but I'll give you also the downside of this type of lifestyle. Just so at least you're educated, you know what to mitigate, the risk to mitigate. If you decide that I don't care, that's what I gotta do, at least I can give you that. Okay, she said, best-selling author, wife of two powerful women. It's 4 now. Don't forget, she forgot to update her website. It's 4 now. She has 2 in other cities and 2 in our present city. A mother of 3. I attended Howard University, DC, where I graduated in 1997 with a degree in education psychology. Currently, my mission is to empower humans to have the love and connection they desire by providing guidance and support through my coaching programs and resources. My husband and I, which one of the husbands, auntie? My husbands and I have innovated a new philosophy of love. Okay, it has to be just one. Okay. Of love and relation, a new philosophy of love, and they innovated it. She's going to keep talking about natural here and there, but she innovated. She kept saying her husband, but anyway, she actually innovated it. But they innovated a new philosophy of love and relationships that we have successfully implemented in thousands of relationships worldwide. In 2005, our work began as we founded Juju Mama LLC, now known as Progressive Love Academy. Since that time, we have created a worldwide coaching and training structure via 3 online academies, training millions of humans in the ways of progressive love. They got testimonials. Become a healer, certified, blah, blah, blah. Listen, this world is a confused place. It is what it is. It is what it is. So the question we're still asking, agile love, progressive, right? Progressive, agile love. You can, you don't have to lie to each other. That's the excuse, right? You don't have to lie to each other. Or do you see this as fragile? They've lasted 28 years. While they're mixing all those juices together, they've lasted 28 years. Okay, so we can at least give them that credit. But let's get back to, before I get back to the video, let me come to the chat. Okay, let me come to the chat. Teaching what in your community? The one with low marriage rates, they're trying to improve the marriage. They said monogamous marriages are the one creating the divorces. That's part of their excuses. Okay, so they are trying to lower the marriage rate. They've been married for 28 years. Sorry, I already spoiled it, Ola. It's okay. Chinye. I think women know. They know what time it is. They know. The woman, because she is the one performing for us. Oh, the body language tells it all. Maybe on the next time they show up on the show, they should teach the man how to show that you're interested in this lifestyle a little bit. No, I'm just being myself. I'm just gonna be myself, bro. You don't get to tell me what to do. Well, she's telling you what to do from what it looks like. D-Love say it's gotta be the man. D-Love, she stays loyal. Yo, I love it. Brother Ben say that shit is from the woman. The woman is in control. Ha! Brother Ben, you stay loyal. Giving Diddy vibes. Lobaton. How did Diddy enter this story? Jesus Christ. Let Diddy breathe.
Let be poor. Breathe.
Let him breathe. I beg. Ola, of course, they have to be the devil's work and share. Oh, they have to do the devil's work. Wow. You are doing evangelism like those pastor and teacher yesterday. We're going to do a little bit more than evangelism today. Okay. The advantage is that you don't have to lie to anybody. No, you don't want to lie to anybody. You want to be transparent. Isn't that what you guys want? That's what you guys want now. So if your wife comes out to you and they're transparent now, you have problem. Is that what you're trying to say right now? You won't go to Progressive Love Academy and let them teach you how to do this properly? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Already? Anyway, Brother Ben, God forbid. I rebuke this for your life in Jesus' name, Brother Ben. Anyway, let's continue. This one is not just Obenrio. Okay. It's the devil. Let's blame the devil. You want to be put my brain in a blender with this anti-clockwise thinking. So what kind of community are you building, madam? A community of confusion and sharing diseases? Not to say it's the woman. Not to say this loyalty to woman is not working today. It's not working. I feel you, Natu. I feel your spirit. In fact, the way you put all cap. Anyway. Yes, Ola, let's tackle it head on and save some people. Let's talk about it. Everything is a course now, including how to enter Fuji House of Commotion. Listen, you know how to do something successfully? Somebody might just need you out there, Without having 4 husbands says it all. 4! The guy has 2 wives, and then he has girlfriends, and he has what he might consider partners. I have a feeling that the second wife was forced on him by the wife, the original wife. You will like her. No, seriously, you're gonna like her. I'm willing to, I didn't finish watching the full show. Chiye, tell me if I'm right already. I bet And the other partners and the girlfriends, they are basically their students in their courses. and it's just, I have a very strong feeling. I could be wrong. I bet it will come in my comment and say, bro, African man, you're wrong. Okay. And I'm like, I yield. Tell me more. Tell me the rest of the story. Anyway, let's keep going. MOP, Brother Ben says, MOP, if you're looking for a woman and man with low self-esteem, these two are the perfect example. Because they are practicing the lifestyle with their full chest. No, I disagree. We need to use a different phrase or something for them. It's not going to be low self-esteem. I doubt it. They are practicing this with their full chest. Don't get it twisted, right? Teach it with their full chest. Yes, of course, she will be the founder. Voila. Apology to my sisters in the house, but y'all should allow me to call them what they are. No, these sisters here are not loyal today. You see, Nat already siding you, Brother Ben. They said, Brother Ben, how about it? She's an ashawo and the husband are prostitutes, period. There's any suru, Brother Ben. Emomi suru, water. Drink some water, Brother Ben. Take it easy. Take it as how with a touch of witchcraft and juju promo. Kilo de Brother Ben. In this situation, I don't think it's a self-esteem issue. It's a long throat. Oju kokoro. Now we're talking. Okay. And the honest truth is that they might have figured something out, but they're going to mislead a lot of people. Majority of human beings are not built for that. That's not, they have a tendency to use natural. It's not natural, but then they are innovating. What they're innovating, is that natural? Isn't that innovation? Are they confused or something? I'm confused for them. Didi asks a lot on his plate, a lot. Let Didi brief. Me, I know for sure. Yes, Tikon, you will see. Ice. Drink water before you type. Put ice too. Ice. What will happen? Tikon, you will see what will happen. The number one husband go buy those woman. Just watch. Hey. I pray not to. Hey, that's a lot. You mean their marriage license has lasted 28 years? They are married on paper only. Congratulations to their marriage license. That's a good point. Mwamba. That's a good point. Yes, so I'll go for the evangelism anytime, any day, compared to this life of sharing juicy spirit and confusion. Can you hear it by me, man? Can you hear it? Because I'm trying to help Chinye here, so I can make sure I read her thing fully. Not surprised, Sha. People followed those courts in the USA before, so this one too will come and go. This one is not coming and go. I don't think so. When they say progressive, the dangers of it, we can talk about it. But the world is moving in some kind of funny direction that will always kick against what you are used to. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'll go for the evangelism anytime today. Okay. Let's see. She has 4 husbands, boyfriends, and friends. A lot, right? She said that, right? On the show, right? Because I didn't finish watching the whole thing, Oh, yeah. Am I accurate? She introduced the second wife to him. Am I accurate on that? Obviously. So it doesn't look like she's the only one that has. Church babe hailings. I believe that probably happened behind the scenes of her bringing him the woman self. Yup. This guy is a monogamist. But of course, if your wife wants to be a monogamist, and you two, you're like, I don't know what to do with myself in this situation. I just want my marriage to last forever. Let me just tell myself a story. I don't even know what to say. How does it work? They are not coming. You guys will not let me continue in peace. Let me continue the video. Then I'll be showing your comments. How's that? Let's see what they're saying.
And so that's why we're having a conversation, because we're trying to identify, because it's such a hot topic, but we really want to identify what the best relationship structure is.
No, it is. So look, thank you guys for coming up here and giving us a bit of insight into your marriage itself. What I'm going to do is put you guys backstage, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys both out so we can introduce it right after we have a quick chop up with the family real quick, okay?
All right, so they're gonna go on break. All right, I'll play a little bit of these people. They were just doing evangelism, and that's not gonna work. They're speaking debate, you're speaking evangelism. Anytime you argue ideologies, it falls on its face instantly, okay? Because people are speaking different languages. It cannot work. That's why I don't engage argument when people are speaking from a completely different ideology. I can debate. If you tell me it's a debate, I might show up like they showed up, right? But I will try not to bring in my belief system, religious. And it's very hard because you believe what you believe, right?
Being married is that I'm going to have to take off my selfishness, and I'm going to have to deny myself in order to become my wife. And regardless of whether it's monogamy or polyamory, when you're dealing with people, you're talking about dealing with work.
Right.
Talking about building. It's not going to be peaches and cream on this side. It's not going to be peaches and cream on that side. If you don't know what the purpose of marriage is, and if you don't know what you're getting.
So all of these talking points, I actually feel like they can do a better job at it than them, right? Because they're trying to be nice. They're also evangelizing at the same time. So it's like, but let's see what they have to say now. Let's see.
Right. If not communicating.
Yeah, I mean,
or nuanced than just self-control. Like, are there some things that is missing out of what Pastor James and Pastor Tiffany are communicating?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say a few things. I'll let Kenya come in. First of all, I want to clarify something for you and your audience. And what I want to clarify is that Kenya and I support being sexually exclusive with anybody you choose to be exclusive with. So we support exclusivity. So I want you to understand that. You can be open or poly and be exclusive to just one person, and we support that. It's really about your choice in terms of how you want to relate, and we support everybody.
You can be open and poly and be exclusive to one person, meaning you just tell them what's about to happen, but you're still exclusive to them. Okay, interesting.
Choices.
Let's just pretend we're not human beings. Let's keep going.
What we don't support is what we call the culture of monogamy, or the belief that humans are monogamous, or the belief that monogamy is the natural order for human beings. The fact of the matter is, and scientifically, human beings are not monogamous. We're not a monogamous species. And it's very damaging to put that expectation on somebody without giving them the tools to handle who they actually are. So we have a desire.
So I'll be stopping as we go. Putting that expectation on somebody is not the reality. That's not how it goes. It's literally who they are. Nobody is putting expectation on them. It's partly who they are, but also human beings will cheat, steal, and lie when it feels right. Two things can be true at the same time, okay? People, who they are is monogamist. Literally, they get jealous and they want it all to themselves. They want to have their cake and eat it at the same time. That's human beings. But in the same breath, if it feels right, they will cheat, steal, and lie. If it means survival for them, both emotionally and physically. So nobody is putting expectation on anybody. After all, no, you guys came out with your full chest and said this is what you practice, right? Did you have expectations? Well, you were special. Remember I said in the beginning, you dated, you engaged somebody in 8 weeks. There are people that do that, but you're a special type of somebody. Most people kind of need to wait a little longer, you know what I mean? Before they propose to a person. But you guys are a little special, But we're not going to pretend like majority of human beings. We'll not look at this and say, interesting, if they are being nice. We're not going to pretend. Because in that case, you're actually creating more damages. What we need to do is not sugarcoat, is to tailor your marketing message to fit. No, we're not going to do that. Okay? What we're going to do is say, you're a special type of somebody. If you are special, you're special. What else do you want from me? Let's continue.
To love multiple people. We have a desire for community and bonding and connection. And so it's very important, from our standpoint and our mission, that we just educate people on who we are as human beings and give ourselves the tools to be successful in whatever relating style that we choose for ourselves.
And what he means by that, when we
Wait.
species,
What do you mean what he means by that? Can we just listen to his take without talking about what he means by that? Auntie, what do you mean what he means by that? I feel disrespected already. Jesus Christ.
You have a desire for community and bonding and connection. And so it's very important, from our standpoint and our mission, that we just educate people on who we are as human beings.
No, you're tailoring your marketing messages to people. And on a regular day, I won't judge you, but this is just my own opinion, okay? Let me drink water. All she said was that what he means by that, and now I need to drink water. Let me calm down.
And give ourselves the tools to be successful in whatever relating style that we choose for ourselves.
And what he means by that, when we say we're not a monogamous species, we're talking about science. And I think that aligns with religion or tradition as well. But monogamous species do not have sex unless the female is in heat. So if the female is not in heat, the female is in heat.
I want you to see this brother's face for a second. Okay, this brother, the pastor, right? The one that's supposed to be in a debate but is doing evangelism. He can't help it. He has to be a pastor, right? And I don't judge him for that. But look at his face for a second.
Monogamous species do not have sex unless the female is in heat.
It's like, these ones are clowns. These ladies must be, I'm speaking for him a little bit. This lady must be a clown or something. What do you mean?
If the female is not in heat, a monogamous species is not going to have sex. Monogamous species look the same between the masculine or the males and the females. There's no protruding breast. There's no protruding buttocks on women. There's a retractable penis on the men.
Wait,
There's
what?
Protruding buttocks on women and females.
By the way, buttocks is buttocks. Buttocks like bum. Let's, just in case you didn't hear it, let's see what she said. She's proving the theory here.
Monogamous species look the same between the masculine or the males and the females. There's no protruding breast. There's no protruding buttocks on women. There's a retractable penis on the men. There is not, these are scientific facts. Monogamous species do not produce spermicide in their sperm.
Monogamous species do not produce spermicide in their sperm. Wow. Now we're animals. Continue.
So there's nothing wrong with choosing monogamy, but we have to look at if we're not naturally monogamous, like we're not naturally amphibious.
Why? Because you're selling a course? What do you mean? We're not naturally monogamous.
I can't go live in the water because I'm not amphibious.
Okay, so monogamist or polygamist is not a natural thing or not. It's just a practice. Okay. It's part of civilization. Now, clearly, you want us to go backwards from civilization. I get it. You have a course to sell. But that's not really like, you're right, I can sleep with multiple women. That doesn't mean I need to practice that. Now, I'll tell you we need to practice if I have a course to sell. I'll tell you that much. Right? Because after all, I must eat. Man must eat. When it comes to survival, men will cheat, steal, and lie. Remember I said that? I'm not saying you are cheating, stealing, or lie because people make a choice to come to you, right? I'm just saying. Let's continue.
I'm a land dweller. I can go swimming. So we have to educate, and I would highly advise this for the church and all communities that really believe in sexual exclusivity, because it's not monogamy. Monogamy means if my mate dies, so does my sex drive. Monogamous species only have sex with one.
That's what it means? Is that dictionary meaning?
In a lifetime. So we have to understand and define monogamy and stop utilizing terms that are not scientifically sound.
Yeah.
Wait, I see something interesting from Latu. Latu says, Brother Ben, I have a strong belief that if he prays and fasts harder, he can deliver her from her demons. Good thing they are church people. They are not church. I don't think these ones are church people, by the way, but let's just assume they are church people. Are they church people? I don't think they are. But let's just assume they're church people. How hard? What is pray hard and fast hard? Does that mean like 40 days or 40 nights? What is that? Who is measuring? And what's the benchmark? Okay? If your wife comes to you and she wants a different type of lifestyle, let her have it in peace.
Let be poor. Breathe.
You don't try to change that. You will miss out on your own life if you try to change that. Easier said than done, I get it. But please, you will miss out on life if you try to change her. She will tell you the story in a second. You're not God, okay? You're not going to treat a person. We'll get there, okay? But please, don't do that, okay? Don't try to change a person. You'll miss out on life. I'm sorry, okay? It's not worth it.
So look at the Oxford definition for monogamy. You look at the archaic, the original definition of monogamy. It's one partner for life.
Why are we going to original definition? We don't need to go that far. We could just look at what people do today, right? And we can start from there. We don't need to go back as the original. There's no words that we're speaking that's used in the original meaning. It almost doesn't exist. Words change meaning, evolves with meaning over time based on how it's being used within context. But they have a course to sell, an academy to sell.
Yeah. It's not multiple partners, one at a time. This person break up, that person break up. That's not what monogamy is.
Now they're shaming cheaters. They're shaming cheaters. They say you break up one person, you move from one person to another, they're shaming them.
Serial monogamy.
Yeah, serial monogamy.
And all we're saying is that if we're going to push forward exclusivity, we have to teach how to overcome that nature. The pastor's right. It's not we're a communal species. Gibbons.
First of all, if I'm a cheater, I will not enjoy the cheating if you know about it. Okay? Listen to me. If I am a cheater, if I have a need to sleep with other people, let me just say it like this. Okay? Let me say it a little bit better. If I have a need, a yearn, an urge to sleep with other people, I would enjoy it better when you don't know about it. Listen to me carefully, okay? If I did, okay, keyword if I did, right, the secrecy of the affair is the greatest part of what I enjoy in that. I don't enjoy it anymore once I come and tell you. I wouldn't, I should say. I wouldn't enjoy it anymore. Why not just come out with your full chest and leave or cheat? Because I don't enjoy it anymore. I don't want to leave. I simply want to cheat. I want to have my cake and have it too. Somebody's going to cut this up and say, that guy is a cheater. Whatever. The point is this. This does not solve the problem of a cheater. No, it does not. There are deeper reasons, rooted reasons why people cheat. It's not just because they want to have sex with another person. If that's all they did, they could easily just go down the street to the, what do you call it, go-go club and go and sleep with Olosho. They can just do that. They don't have to engage a whole human being for 5 years in an affair. There are deeper reasons. Right? But they have a course to sell. And no, I don't think she can be healed. I don't think that should be the responsibility of another human being. Okay? She might be able to be saved. I don't think that's the responsibility of another human being. Okay? Let's keep going.
There are very few mammals that are monogamous. Gibbons are monogamous.
She's still proving that we're not monogamous.
Okay. They are in their tree with their family for life. Monogamous species do not socialize the way humans do. Humans are not a monogamous species. And I think that if people want sexual exclusivity, they have to do a serious training for people if they expect them to be exclusive for life.
Yeah, in the same way we do everything else.
For every time she says species, I feel disrespected more and more as a human being. But let's continue. I know we're species, I guess.
Else, if you want to stay physically fit, then you know that you're going to have to work hard to be able to do that, to create the consistency. If you want to save money every day, if you want to maintain your health, if you want to do anything that's worthwhile, that's going to build you, then you're going to have to work at that thing. Well, being exclusive is no different. You're going against the grain.
Yes.
And all we're saying within our
Lot to say. It would take a whole, Chia said, it would this is wrong. You guys are wrong. They're just human beings like the rest of us, okay? It would take a whole lot of praying, because as I look this woman, so now winch and water spirit, python at the same time. Jesus. Easy. Oh my God.
We want to give people the tools to be successful, to have any relationship that they want to have. We don't really care what people choose to do. People look at Kenya
Not the
and say,
Kanyamata.
wow, you guys are doing X, Y, and Z. Well, we're kind of like the PhD doctorate course. So you can't look at us and say, oh, we want to jump into something like that. No, it's taken a lot of work, and it's taken
the same work you would have taken on your monogamous relationship and have an awesome life. I'm not saying they're not having an awesome life, but that's a lot of energy to spread around. That's a lot of energy, man. But let me jump to, we need to know where this started. This is not gender war. I'm just saying we should know what started this.
If you have an hour this week, you can.
No, we don't. Get out. All right. Let's see where this started from. But I bet, where are you? Let's see if you're right or wrong. Okay.
Sure. So this time we'll start with Carl and Kenya. So I know you guys were married for 12 years. Then you opened up to this new relationship structure. So how did that initiate? Like, what was some of the first thoughts that kind of got things rolling? Was there some frustrations that was being caused by the former relationship structure that you had? So kind of how did it kick off? Where was the influence coming from in terms of now transitioning to a polyamorous relationship?
The question is that where did this start from? Body language, bro, chest out. Come on, bring it out. It's so into like, it's like this. Come on, babe, tell them how it all started. Please tell them how it started, babe. No, he's gonna tell us. He's gonna tell us. Nah, come on, you could tell us, man. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, well, we have a whole story about this. But
wait, he didn't catch the laugh. The laugh was not laughing.
Essentially, what happened is we were monogamous, meaning we were exclusive to each other when we got
for 12
married.
years. Remember?
However, we were married by a family who was polygamy.
The question we're trying to get answered: who started this?
So it was a man and his two wives who actually married us in front of our family, in front of our friends and community. So we were open to other things, but we were exclusive. And then into our relationship, Kenya, she had feelings for another man.
Oh, beauty.
And she came to me and we talked about it. And
why?
Then we went to our marriage
wait.
Let's
Let's go back.
One of the things that we did out the gate is we had marriage counselors from day one. So we, individual counselors and marriage counselors. And so
say
we
what?
talked about it.
No way. Let's go back. Let's go back.
But we were exclusive. And then into our relationship, Kenya, she had feelings for another man.
No, she was gone. She was done, bro. You won't let her go. You will not let her go.
Explain. Because no evidence.
You will not let her go, bro. She just wanted to live her life. She wanted to do her.
And she came to me and we talked about it. And then we went to our marriage counselors because one of the things that we did out the gate is we had marriage counselors from day one.
What's his name? Tyshawn? He's like, I knew it. I knew it.
So we, individual counselors and marriage counselors. And so we talked about it. We went through it. So we were able to have open, authentic communication around it.
But there was no cheating. You got to say that.
There was no cheating. There was none of that kind of stuff.
Wait. What do you mean there was no cheating? No. There was no...
We go explain. Because no evidence.
We don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't. I don't care.
We don't care if there was no cheating, okay? I know I said I would drink water, but I'm done. Let me just share with you. I'll see if I can play more, but I'm done. Let me just share. Bruh. Let me just share some stuff with you, okay? Let me share some stuff with you. Really quickly, there's 9 points that I want us to pay attention to here, okay? And these are essentially the downside of that type of relationship, polyamorous marriage in particular. The downsides. If you can mitigate these downsides, you'll be good. At the end of the day, this is what it comes down to. If two people are on the same page, if there's unity, if there's actual truth, unity, okay? If there's a truth to your unity, it's all well. It's okay. It will work. It's been working for 28 years. So they might be on some kind of page. Like they said, don't try this at home. They said they have PhD. Okay? Please be careful when you're trying this at home. Okay? All right? So a couple of things I'm going to share with you. I'm just going to read. Okay? I'm going to read. I pulled this up from... Polyamorous relationship, including polyamorous marriages, can be fulfilling and consensual for those involved. That's the reality. It can be. It's probably not for you and I, okay? But there's probably somebody who is quiet behind the scene, who is listening to this, who say, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of feel like I like two people at the same time. Listen, me too, I like 2 people, 3 people at the same time, okay? That has nothing to do with the structure you put into your life. You know what I like? I like to eat candy, ice cream. I like to at the same time, and then I'll eat. My wife always say, why are you mixing all this junk together? Because I'm bad like that. But I know to not just eat anyhow, right? I put some structure in my life, okay? So it can be fulfilling, I guess, However, like any form of relationship, there are potential challenges and concerns that individuals may face. It's important to note that these concerns are not inherent to polyamory itself, but can arise based on individual circumstances and dynamics within the relationship. Here are some potential challenges: communication and jealousy. If life is already hard with one person, for a majority of people, most people go and say I do. They don't know what they're doing, right? If life is already hard, what do you think is going to happen when you have two with a side of two chicks on? What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be all over the place, okay? Now, if it's not all over the place in terms of communication, that can show up in other forms, okay? But we're not going to get into all of that today. But if you understand that jealousy is a real human, like natural human being, natural emotionally, then you should have tools in place. And just because somebody committed to it yesterday does not mean they're going to follow through tomorrow. So if you're not going to be prepared to handle that, yes, they said it's okay for you to have 2 girlfriends, but tomorrow they kind of felt like they changed their mind, or they felt some kind of level of jealousy. If you're not ready for that because you think in your head this is scientific decision we made, then bros, let me warn you right now, you go collect.
Sorry.
All right. Number 2, time and attention. There's only so much of yourself that you have to give, right? And if you don't have enough, you can't give what you don't have. But now you want to spread it all over the place, right? So balancing the needs, even Islam agreed to it, balancing the needs and desires of all these multiple partners is going to be the key, right? And just because the other person has 2 wives, now you have yours, does not mean it's equal. You are measuring the number of human beings. It does not mean it's equal. That's why in romantic relationship, equality is an illusion, okay? What you should be looking for is polarity, not equality. Number 3, legal and social recognition. Many societies and legal systems, they're going to find you weird. It's just what it is. There's going to be pushback everywhere you go. If you're prepared for that, sure. It's even better if you want to teach it as a course, I guess, right? That's another one. So in the same token, you have stigma and social pressures, okay? Individuals in polyamorous marriages and relationships, they will face social stigma. If you have children in that equation, they will face stigma. Let's make sure you're not operating from a place of selfishness. I'm going to play a little bit of the video before we continue, because this guy is normalizing selfishness, is tailoring it into his story, but This thing was a situation that she just needed to move on from that marriage, but they found a way. Okay. All right. Number 5, power dynamics. In any relationship, there is potential for power imbalances. It's not potential, it's a reality. Okay. It's going to happen. Number 6, health risk. Human beings will cheat, steal, and lie when it feels right. Imagine when you allow them to just do it. Right? So depending on the nature of the relationship, some people claim it's not about sex. You're right. It's about sex. Okay? It is. There may be increased health risk, especially if safe sex practices are not consistently followed. Of course, they'll tell you their practices of sex. Are you inside the room with them every time they try to do it? They have the freedom. When human beings have freedom, they extend it extra. You didn't know that? That's what human beings do. That's what we do. That's why we need structure. That's why you need a man. That's why you need a woman, right? A man can be too structured and there's no freedom. A woman might be too free, right? Just in general, right? Might feel too free. I just want to do how I feel. Let's paint picture anyhow. It's going to be chaotic, right? We need both because we're human beings. We need both, okay? But I don't want to judge these people, but man, the body language says it all. She's the founder. Anyway, let's continue. Number 7, compatibility. Finding multiple partners who are compatible with each other can be challenging. You can't even find 2 that's compatible. You're looking for multiple. Yeah. He's been dating some people for 10 to 15 years as just partners. These people never want to be with anybody else. Are they having children? I have questions. Anyway, relationship fluidity. Polyamorous relationships often involve a high degree of flexibility and adaptability. Remember fragile or agile, right? Flexibility and adaptability. That sounds good, right? However, not everyone may be comfortable with such fluidity, and individuals who prefer more stability might find polyamory challenging. We have a need. Let me show you our needs really quickly, okay? Before we continue here. I'm not saying they are right or wrong. I'm just bringing you up to speed with our very nature. The same way they say our nature is not just about monogamy or polygamy. There's so much more. Okay, to our nature as human beings, as higher animals, not just species. Jesus Christ. There's more to this, right? But let's go to our needs. Let me show you what our needs are as human beings. It's not just it's not that as simple as they try to make it because of their special desire. We have a need for certainty. You know what that means? Number 1, it means a sense of security. We need to have some kind of structure, right? But in the same breath, we like variety, okay? We like beautiful paintings. We like that, right? And that usually sometimes means no structure. Just allow, be free, right? The same also, it's not a matter of this is our nature or not. The idea of monogamy, the reason why the human species moved in that direction is because it created a level of structure. But you're using, because people cheat anyway, you want to say, no, let's go backwards and just do anyhow. No, I get it. You're not doing anyhow. There's a structure. But we're human beings. It's not only you that want to have sex with multiple people. It's not just only you that had a feeling one day that you wanted to have sex with multiple people. No, it's not about sex. It's just feelings. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? In what world do you live in? Human beings, if you lock them inside our closet for a second, they will have sex because remember, they're species, animals. Now that's nature, right? If they are looking at each other and having conversation way too long, they'll start having feelings for each other. That does not mean you have to exercise the feelings. No, it does not mean you have to exercise the feelings. Anyway, hit that like button. Okay, let me come to the chat. I'm going to play just a little bit of this part and then I'll come to the chat. We're overtime. We're a little bit over time today. I had a feeling that this topic would go over time. But Jesus Christ, what are we doing? Right? Let me play some more.
When we say emotional feelings, I met this guy and he was in my community. Like you meet someone at church or you meet someone at your school. And I was just like, I just had that feeling in my body, like Pastor Tiffany was mentioning. And I came right home and told him because I was scared. I was like, I'm this guy today. And like, my heart was like, opening. I don't know what's going on. So we told our marriage counselors, they told me I had to squash it. But then I started having dreams about this guy.
What kind of dream were you having with this guy? Were you eating in the dream or having sex in the dream? What was going on in the dream? Tell us more about what was happening in that
have his phone number, didn't have nothing. It's just that happened.
What's his name? What's the name of this guy? I always forget his name. Tyson and what's his name? It's like I'm trying. I'm doing my best, but let's keep.
That was the first sign.
And then about 4 years after that,
That got me scared straight.
yeah,
That one seat is empty. Why are they showing an empty seat? What happened? He said they got me scared straight.
and then about 4 years after that, I had feelings of love for another woman.
Wait, what
A
happened?
woman on my job. And I came home and told Kenya about it. I said, I have these feelings of love. You see, you have to understand, with Kenya and I, we thought that monogamy was a thing that happened automatically when you got married.
Yep.
So we were genuinely confused when we...
No, you thought making your marriage work without having to share fluid all over the place would happen naturally. That's what you thought. Okay, that's what she thought. She was there for 12 years in bondage.
had feelings for somebody else or attraction for somebody else. We didn't know what was going on. So we would talk to each other about all the things we were going through. So Kenya and I talked about this when I had the feelings. She actually met the woman. We actually talked about it just to try to understand what was going on.
That smile on her face is quite a lot. It's like, yeah, I did it. I made it work. It worked for me. No, I meant us. It worked for us. But I bet, okay, MOP, there's no unity is in this marriage. We don't know. They came on this stage with unity. The body language says otherwise, but hey, he's there for 28 years. Who am I to say there's no unity?
Going on. And then Kenya and I decided to talk about possibly opening up our marriage.
Yep.
The bottom line was
possibly opening up our marriage. Kenya and I discussed it. No, you meant Kenya brought it up. Remember, you already told us. Living in bondage, part 1, 2, 3, and 5. Jesus, how did they have time? The logistic is what is baffling me. Remember, we talked about time and attention. They don't have that time. They are selling courses and they are living their lives. It's just on paper. Like Mwaba said earlier on paper, they do have a marriage for 28 years. And if they're on the same page with that, it is what it is.
Kenya said, well, if you can have other women, I should be able to have other men. I said no, because I was the standard. You know, I was raised in this culture. So I was like, what are you even talking about? So we ended up talking about it for 2 years. After I was able to go through,
on the side.
some tantric practices and really learn about feminine and learn, to love holistically and not cage women, I was able to open up a number of years later to us actually going into polyamory together as a couple. So that's a short version of our journey.
Wow.
All right. So you heard it from the horse's mouth. She started it. That's the second husband out of about 4 different husbands. Why do I kind of feel sorry for this man? Oh, I feel you. He's smiling here. The smile in this picture here is a lot more. So, question, fragile or agile love? Agile is a good thing. Fragile, it's been 28 years. Like Brother Ben, feel free. Let me know how you feel about this, okay? We just complicate everything. They can't tell me that they haven't had a time when they were jealous about their spouses. Well, you know what they would tell us? They would tell us, don't we get jealous even without it happening? That's what they would tell us. You're not going to argue with these people. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to win an argument with them. Not when she's present. Maybe you can win an argument with him. Not when she's present. I guarantee you that, okay? They have PhD, PH balance. Wahala. Not the pH balance. Hey. Not the pH balance inside of the water group. Jesus Christ.
They use your function to...
Yeah. Monique and her daddy. Chinye, may God forgive you. Monique and her husband tried the open relationship mess and they say they know they do again. It gets messy. We're human beings. Okay? You're not going to fix that problem by multiplying the problem. You're going to have to look at the problem and fix it, not by multiplying the problem. We are the problem, not anybody else, no one else, not monogamy or polygamy or anything like that. The idea of monogamy is life is a little bit easier to manage. It's not a matter of if it's nature or not. All of us, like you said, it's not natural. You're talking about sex. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about human beings can have sex with multiple people. We agree. But in terms of the practice of monogamy inside, as far as marriage is concerned, no. Human beings are not your mate. We need both to balance the equation. We need both. Absolutely. No, it sounds bad, I beg. She said it sounds, I beg. Polyamory is not your mother effing mate. Please don't do this. Don't try this at home. That's all we're saying. Jidena, the artist, was doing the polyamorous mess. He was? After some time, they both said they don't want to do again. With who? I missed that part. Please share some news with me with that. Jidena, Niger, Igbo accent, American boy. It's annoying listening to her. But I bet drink water. They have a fake structure. Maybe one day one of their partners will open their nyashis. That's one of the dangers, because no life is perfect. Nobody's marriage is perfect. If it's you and I, me and my wife, we can keep things under. When you bring other human beings into it, there's an increased chances that somebody is going to be like, forget all that shit. And there's always something that they can use to drag you into the internet streets. You just have to get popular enough. That's all. That's a good point, Chinye. With their nasty asses, 28 years, so. Yes, they've been together for 28 years. Yeah. Logistics of this chick marrying her husbands that live outside the states. She's looking for freedom. That's what it was. She was looking for it that time, 16 years ago. And the guy would not let go. So he said, okay, I'm fine. You can have other husbands. How's that? You can have other husbands. Are you happy? He said, no, but it's not good enough. I want you to have a second wife too. But I don't want a second wife. Do I have to have a second wife? You can have all your husband as long as you allow me to get some of that quick every time. That no, you need to have no, because oftentimes someone like her, it's not just sex either. It's also emotionally. It's something she's cooked up for herself, and she's brought him into it successfully. Okay, well, successfully. So within 2 years, she has added 2 more. No, they've been doing this for a while. Not 2 years. Is it 2 years? I don't know. I guess you're looking at the bio, right? Maybe. You do use your future to play. Yes, yeah.
You use your future to play.
Yeah, they're trying to sell courses.
You think they're wise?
Yeah, trying to sell courses, and there's enough people in Gen Z that will. In fact, there were quite a few of them that will buy into it. Drop link. I beg. Need 710. Not to. Why are you doing like this? Why are you doing like this, Natu? Why now? Jidena did and made a whole. Okay, you want to tell us? Made a whole song about how. You want to tell me about the Jidena? Make a whole song. About how he cages women and feel bad about it. That's some of the point that they're saying. They said they don't want to. This guy said he doesn't want to cage a woman. Now, remember that story I did about Sheon Kuti? I'm starting to feel funny. I might retract everything I said about the Sheon Kuti situation. Because guess what? My wife said her sister told her about somebody that smashes both Sheon Kuti and the wife. So, if you hear something, don't say you never hear me course correct, okay? I did agree with some of the things he said, but when he was saying you don't cage a woman, what is cheating? Like, what do you mean? Oh, that takes on a whole new meaning. All right, let's keep it going. Ola, yes, Jidena talks about. Let me see. I'll drop the link for you, Natu. Okay, then I'll let you do the talking. Yes, Jidena talks about it and is now a repentant gentleman who feels really bad about how he used to manipulate women. But it was polyamory now. It was polyamory, But anyway. Don't quote me on the Sheon Kuti. Is what I heard somewhere about 2 different layers, But if they are both like, and she likes to smash, that girl kind of look like she likes to smash girls. So it is what it is. But Sheon Kuti looks like he's in control of his situation. So that's just looks so. MOP, make I ask question. These other husbands and wives, boyfriends, and girlfriends, are they polygamous as well? Do they go for STI test? If you ask me, where I go ask? Let's ask Natu. Natu, tell us. Can you answer that question? Natu. I can't hear you. Unmute. I can't hear you. You might want to unmute. I'll give you another few more minutes.
Why are you talking to me?
Yes. Answer this question on the screen.
Oh.
They said, MOP, make her ask question. These other husbands.
If you ask me who I go ask.
That's what I said now. I don't know now. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know, Latu. Talk to me, Jared Natu. How you doing?
I'm okay. So you mean, let me read the question again. These husbands, wives, boyfriend, maybe they do. No, the polygamous ones, they do STI.
They will claim they do. They will claim they do at least.
No, they don't.
Know if they do.
They should stop lying.
None of them will ever know that they do. Okay.
Until the chips go down, that's when they start doing tests to find out where it comes from.
Yeah.
So Jidana was heavy into it when he was an ambassador. Like he was talking about it with his full chest.
Really?
How he can't cage a woman. He wants to allow her to feel free to do what she wants to do, so he can have the privilege of doing it with other women too, and know that he doesn't own. Now, which kind of man owns a woman 100%? Some kind of nonsense was said. And all of a sudden, Mama just came out with a video last year and a song talking about retracting his steps, talking about how he feels bad about the whole thing. He thinks that he has stolen a lot of women's rights or whatever. Some trash like that. The internet went crazy for him then.
Crazy. That's crazy, man. That's massive, man.
Yeah, that's massive. That's massive.
Early this week, the artist, this was 2023. The artist chatted with Ebro Darden on Apple Music One about his latest album, Me, You, and God, and about how he's navigating the gray space between monogamy and polyamory in his relationship. The always honest rapper. See, this is their downfall when they want to be honest. When they want to be honest, this is their downfall right here.
That's right.
Has been vocal about his preference for polyamorous for years and said that his current relationship began that way but quickly evolved. Jidana shared that his current love initially had 2 boyfriends. Wait, what? You think she stopped?
Okay,
I don't think she stopped. When they first met, and he was unbothered about it. We both came from non-monogamous situations. Jidana told Ebro, I met her. She had basically had 2 boyfriends, and she was in love with them both. You can't be in love with 2 people. That's stupid. You can love 2 people. You can't be in love with 2 people. We're talking about the emotions of it. It's literally impossible.
Even when he started talking about it, right? I said, leave this down till he meets somebody that he really likes. That's when he can't take it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. There's no you can't. There's no such thing as being in love with 2 people. That's stupid. You can be in love with 2 kwekus. That's just sex, you know. But when you are engaged emotionally, it's impossible. Anyway, not to.
Yep.
Talk to me, Jerry. What were you trying to share with us? Is that the Jidana stuff?
Yeah, what did you say I was trying to share with you? I was surprised that you didn't know about it.
No, man. I don't follow. A lot of these people are following their stories. I start following them the moment I see them as trendy news. You know, I never really pay attention to trendy stuff like that before, but now I do, obviously. But
when he came out, the internet went crazy.
Yeah,
and people came for him. For him.
Why are they coming for him?
No, because when he was doing it with his full chest, now he misled a lot of people, and now he's back.
Oh, of course, and that's part of the problem. They are misleading people.
And this is part of the things that our pastors preach to us about teaching your kids stuff. Because if you don't teach them, they're gonna go outside, and you have somebody mentor them on nonsense, and now you can't take them off it. That's what it is.
Just because you enjoy threesome doesn't mean you are polyamorous. Emma Yara in brain. Emma, just please. Like when you start doing life with people, it's another level entirely that kicks in. See, you were.
What is Lat supposed to? God have mercy. Let me tell you.
Now, is it a he or she doing the threesome, asking for a friend? They want to know if Sheon still has a virgin. I don't know. Leave the Sheon. Let Sheon. I beg. Let Sheon breathe, okay?
Let be poor. Breathe.
When we find out, we'll find out. Okay.
Sheon has always been weird to me.
So. You know, Sheon came from a weird background, so nothing surprises me.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you don't blame him.
Yep. Anyway, not to thank you, Jared, because I do have an appointment in about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, I'll let you go.
Yeah, no, you want to share something?
No, we chat in the group. I just wanted to ask
group.
if you guys watch the Bob Marley documentary.
Oh no, I got it. Is it on Netflix already? Netflix, right? I think it's in theaters.
I think it's in the theaters.
Oh no, I'm not going to theaters. Unless my wife wants to go. I won't tell her. I don't want to go to theater.
I will tell her. I'm texting her right now.
All right, we'll talk soon. That too.
All right.
Bye. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did that well. We still ended in good time because this story, if we want to stretch it out, we can absolutely stretch it out. But we're just gonna leave it like that. Let me allow other people that are chatting in the comment. Let me know your thoughts. Fragile or agile? Whichever one you figure like this is agile. It makes sense. Fragile. Let me know your thoughts in the comment area. I appreciate you. Thank you for everybody that chatted with us here. Chiye, everybody, brother Ben, Mwaba, welcome. She's loyal now. She's loyal with us. She's a Prestige family. I love it. Everybody, Mario, if I didn't mention her name, including you, I appreciate you. I have to run to another appointment. All right. So please, I'll be dropping lots of videos this weekend. Okay. Check them out. Okay. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified every time we go live. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.